What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Here we are continuing on from where we left off. We're going to go ahead and duel this guy to, you know, put on a good show for the kiddies right here. These younglings, these young and adventurers. So anyway, that's enough talk. Let's get into it. It was good of you to agree to this, Kiara. I trust you're ready to begin. Yeah, well, you better prep yourself, dude, because I'm going to bring a world of hurt onto you. Very well, let's not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Ahem, hooray. Are you certain you wish to fight her alone? That is Kiara you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Kiara to inspire my effort, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. That's cheating. Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? Ida, what? Who are all these people? These are your fellow Scions, bro. When I heard about the sparring match, I told everybody I could find, thought a crowd would cheer you on. Yes, and there's still more to come. When I mentioned Kiara's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. If my own popularity seems a bit sticky shade in comparison, you do best to claim victory, bringer of light. Your foregoing reputation is at stake. Well, our teacher won't be so easily beaten. He is a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder. We shall soon see. On your guard. Alright. Oh shit, I got stuck on trees. You're done already? Oh no, he looks hurt. You have bested me. I yield. That was incredible. She beat them both at the same time. We knew we couldn't lose, Kiara. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea. Now I see why they said you have to deal with the primals. I have much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same. Impressive as always, Kiara. It's ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your material powers. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardians of Eorzea. Yes, that's a most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? Was at the memorial service of the Battle of Cantino. At that time, I was yet attempting to understand the land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to perfect it. I shall speak plainly, my initial impressions were less favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was half-sized and half-hearted. I thought Erozians a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have surprised if someone had to choose to swear allegiance to Gaius, and the order proposed to enforce the legate's single-minded military invasion is precluded by any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned this realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. It was you who convinced me that the salvation of Eorzea was possible. It was you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people. It's wonderful, oft-infiltrating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such feelings into word, I believe grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish, a wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of the guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who told towards a better world. Our case, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are a scale that cannot be solved by the science of the seventh dawn alone. No, what is needed is to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians. It is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue the discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Ugh. I almost got myself lost right there for a second. Thank you for coming, Kiara. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way of truly united Eorzea. I'm gonna take that, yeah, I'll take the determination. Ooh, 5,000 gil. Nice. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first like to speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th Astral Era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring desperate forces to Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution will be drawn from every corner of the land, and directed against threat that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become a source of endless debate. The longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impedance towards unification draining away. Thus, I have been campaigning for the creation of what may be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we had hoped to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation according to the Scions. It is my hope that a successful utilization of such a force will land momentum and lagging deliberations. Also being a paramilitary... Wait, what does that say? A primarily military outfit, I mean the sausage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organizations under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions will work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what we can even achieve. With this new company under the Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overflexing your formidable talents. Those of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point concluded all by concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor of the true border-spanning Grand Company, it is yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I ask that you accompany me on the journey into the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I otherwise engage with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. It is reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light and her discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Lamosa. Let us run events at Bulwark Hall. No. Limsa Lamosa. I mean, I could have just did it from the teleport screen too, but meh. But meh. Oh wait, that's a Moogle. I thought that was a quest for a second, it's just a Moogle meal. Alright, Alphanot, there you are. Hey, buddy. Ah, there you are. I bring you to ascend the bridge and speak with Admiral Lawsonwood. While the Admiral and I are finalizing permissionary boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of the organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, since no matter should already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purposes. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter and we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Let's see if I can't go to this one first right here off to my right. Oh, my left actually. My left, map's right. Who in the bloody hells do you think you're talking to, Daylander? I'm a pirate, not some knight or shining plate. If you're looking at self-righteous fop, try knocking on the Danny Cavern's door. Oh, that was a no-go. Try down here next. As a precursor to United Eorzean Guard Company. While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Ackland Vilmers keep me close to the forge. I have no time to be collapsing higher than you across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. So what am I going to tell Alpha Node? Nobody wants to do it. Yeah, other one's all the way over on the other side. Let's go ahead and sprint again, come across this way, and down through here, there we go. And all the way around this way. They sure are a long ways away. Well, if it ain't Kiara, I'd not forget a venture brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut in the Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Roll, don't you? Formerly old company o' heroes, 3 whistles at Bronze Lake. Aye, it ain't often I drag my arse out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How fare ye these days? You're looking to put together a new crew. Top tier work? Huh. Sounds like a right target, does. Alrighty, lads, count me in. The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't certainly I haven't climbed into my grave just yet. Alright, we got one. So that's cool. Alright, so now we just have to go and talk to 2 more people. All the way up north. And I know I could have just used the teleport, but I'd be running back and forth between crystals. I think that would actually take longer than just walking it. Nice, they're not too far off. Doesn't take that long. Don't think. Yeah, just one right off here to the right, and then the furthest one up north. So you want to be a marauder. I don't know, everybody, should I start a tank class? Just keep doing the same dungeon over and over again until I got it down. Ah, here we go. Parvalian, an organization with the freedom to operate with territory impunity? I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch, and I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. So 1 in 5, that's a 20%. 20%. Hey, Rainer. Master Alphanon's new organization. Yes, I had heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. 'Tis with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets for protection of Limsa Lamosa, must needs receive my full attention. Yeah, that's fine. You are the commander. Alright, let's see here. Alphanod is where? Half Castle? Okay. Oh, what? Yeah, the Half Castle, so that's the closest teleport point. I think. I'm pretty sure I go down. To the airship landing. Right? Right. Ah, there he is. Kiara, your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa Lamosa. A member of the legendary company of heroes in Dexit had interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. You could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seaseer proceeds as smoothly. Pray, continue on Gridania at your next own pace. I shall await your arrival. We have to go all the way over here to the other side. Oh, it's the ugly ducking! Ah, run away! We'll blind you, it'll cause you paralysis with its ugliness. Ah, just kidding. My audience with the Hero Seafarer is due to commence momentarily. I would find it grateful to once again see the more of the task recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the will of potential candidates has run dry, let us run of us at the airship ticket counter as before. Okay, we'll go down to this one first. Boy, I don't like it when it's these long quests like this just to do one. Oh god, it's gonna truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Eh? Could it be that you don't remember me as I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed? I was whaler and a regular patron at Buscaron's. Yes, I remember. Well, of course you do. I was beginning to wonder if Gol had changed me more than I realized now that any particular wish to be recognized after my shameful conduct. Huh? The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As matters stand, the Woodwellers would not more do with me than this. This may just be the second chance I was looking for. Revenant soul, you say. I shall leave there at once. You shall not regret this. I promise you I am a changed man. Okay. Hey, how did I miss him? Okay, the next one's going to be up through here. Ugh, so much running around. I hope it's only like 3 or 2 when we get to Ul'dah. It's like, oh, go recruit 10 people. It's like, oh god, no. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back give upon you for good. I'm terribly sorry, we were just... Oh, Kiara, isn't it? It's been some time since our paths crossed outside Copperbell Mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. Mother Mianone tells me it was you who fulfilled the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek to stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order? Well, your case is undoubtedly just. My old companion here would be much relieved to see me in the good hands. Yes, I'll do it. The very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen the Sidira safely home. Alright, not bad. We're 2 for 2. Can we go 3 for 3? It isn't often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited. In this company, there certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Okay, so now we're at like 75%. Here we go with the rain again. Always raining over here. It's actually been raining over here pretty bad too, IRL. And having some pretty good storms coming in. Even had a tornado, which yeah, I'm not gonna say where, but it's the place where a tornado you wouldn't expect to show up at. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Please forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide by here whatever years remain in me, and bear responsibility for the evils of my lady has brought upon this land. Ah, well. 50%. Alright, so let's see here. I just can't be asked to walk all the way back. Besides, I know the airship thing is down here. It's in the... Oh, sprint. There we go. Where's the stairs? Damn it, where's the stairs? Oh, there they are. Wrong side. There we go. But news, Kiara. For my part, the Elder Seer was most admirable in our requirements. A former woodwheeler and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, chamber of roll. Okay. Oh god, recruiting here is going to be a nightmare upon nightmares. Alright, here we go. Last part of it. God, it's already past time already. This is a long quest. Olda, the guided city with one's fortune defines not one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest ascending to the lower levels before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let's meet back at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Kiara. Alright, where am I going first? Adventure Square, okay. I think, yeah. Or actually I should hit the Weaver's Guild, and then I can, or Miners Guild maybe? Yeah, because right here, because then I could go 1, 2, 3. And then hop over to here and go 4. Okay, so we'll go to the Miners Guild. Oh, what a happy coincidence. You remember me perhaps? I am your person, the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from paying the dry less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion, Thinkred, wasn't it? Ah, it's new companions you seek. Then your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good. But my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Okay. Okay, next one should be... Yep, around the corner right here. And then I'll take the Aetherite Shard. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashion manner or proposition for a lady? Well, I'm afraid you'll be wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Yeah, I think she misunderstood. Wasn't proposing to you. Okay, so instead of walking over, let's go over to here now. Go right here and then double back and hit that one. A company that looks for the cure of the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next cell over, let alone conundrums of the neighboring nation. Yeah. It's like, I don't think we're even going to get one person over here. Or maybe this guy? You'd be surprised that the rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours and just how far I go to avoid getting involved with it. Workers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Okay, where to next? All the way Gladiator's Guild. Okay, I'm not going to walk over there, so back to the crystal. Because that is just right here. Huh? Wait, you're the lady who came to Little Amigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Annie wrote, that disaster really got me into thinking about our homeland and about an outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I've been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worthy man, so here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it will take me all the corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need, and don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Amigo. I prepared myself to fight the evil, and now I know it's out there. Okay. Alright, so now back to the place. At least that's a good thing. The crystals in here in this city are more like kind of like closely packed together. So how fair, Kiara, what hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unveiling gaze? The strange Alamigan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at the clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge, nonetheless, and the hopes that inspire these people was born in no small part of the victories from you yourself have won. Thank you, Kara. I will not squander this precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt and surmise, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed, and the finances secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus, the origin of every coin of their contribution, carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I prefer not to rely on outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things will plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn the people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we shouldn't waste more of it. Let us return to the Rising Sands and lay the first stone in the United Eorzea.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alphino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience. Since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dan law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get back home. Turn this in, and then I'll call it an episode there. Alright. Ooh. This one ran a tad bit long. This is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The circumvention of all our effort is at hand. I must set to the preparations of the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services here. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free of for other duties. Alright everybody, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter at ShibbyWowsGaming. I follow all followers back. Please be sure to check out our Facebook group. Link is in the description below. As always, I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.